In the corner of a quiet library where the shelves stood tall and the air smelled like old paper and dreams, there sat a book. Its cover was faded, its corners curled. A golden title shimmered softly across the front. The Story That Waited. No one checked it out. No one opened it anymore. And worst of all, no one had ever finished it. The librarian had found it years ago in a donation box, already half read. The pages toward the end were untouched, crisp, and longing for fingers to turn them. But children always chose shinier books, louder books, books that looked like adventures already happening. So the little book sat and waited. One rainy afternoon, a girl named Mira wandered into the library. She came there most days after school, not because she loved books, though she did, but because she didn't have anywhere else to go. Mira was quiet. Too quiet, some said. She didn't raise her hand in class, didn't sit with the others at lunch, and didn't play tag at recess. Kids said she was strange. One even said she had her head in the clouds. Mira didn't mind. Not really, but sometimes it would have been nice to share a laugh, or a secret, or a story. That day, while the rain tapped on the windows like soft fingers, Mira wandered to a shelf she'd never noticed before, way in the back, beneath a dusty globe and a plant with drooping leaves. And there it was, the book. The Story That Waited. She picked it up. The spine creaked, the pages whispered. She sat cross-legged on the carpet and began to read. The story was about a boy named Eli who lived in a world made of words. He walked through forests of poems and climbed mountains of stories. He was searching for something, though he didn't know what, and every time he turned a page, the world around him shifted. Mira was hooked. She read as thunder rolled outside. The library grew darker, but the story glowed in her mind. She read and read until the words stopped. Right in the middle of a sentence, the ink faded. The next page was blank. So was the one after that, and the next. Mira blinked. Wait, where's the ending? She turned back, confused. And that's when something strange happened. A breeze stirred the pages, though the windows were shut. The words she had just read began to shimmer, then rearrange themselves. She gasped. The book was responding to her. A new sentence appeared. Someone is still reading. Maybe this time the story will finish. Mira's heart fluttered. She turned the page, now filled with fresh ink, and read on. Eli was no longer alone. A girl had joined him. She was quiet, thoughtful. She liked the rain and the smell of books. She didn't speak much, but Eli liked that. He said she listened better than anyone he'd ever met. Mira's fingers trembled. The girl was her. Every page after that was new. She and Eli rode on clouds made of dreams, listened to trees that told stories, and rescued a dragon who had lost its roar. As Mira read, the library around her seemed to fade, and the world of the book wrapped around her like a warm blanket. For the first time in a long time, Mira didn't feel lonely. She felt seen. The next day, Mira returned to the library before the bell even rang, and the day after that. She read the story page by page, and with each chapter she changed a little too. She started humming in the hallways. She smiled at a boy who always sat alone. She even raised her hand in class once. One afternoon, as she read the final chapter, a sentence appeared that made her stop. The story ends when someone believes it's real. Mira looked up. Around her, the quiet library felt alive. She smiled. I believe. The last word shimmered onto the page. Then the story begins again, with you. From that day on, the book never stayed on the shelf for long. Mira told another quiet girl about it, then a shy boy, then two curious twins who always whispered in rhyme. And every time a new reader opened it, the story shifted, welcoming them in, gently reshaping itself to their dreams, their fears, their hope. But it always began the same way. A book that waited for someone to finish it.